So, this is Streamer Man, aka me. He's going to attempt to guess your favorite characters based on their interactions with your second favorite character. This idea came to me from something or other. I'm pretty sure it originated from me seeing a tweet or something like that. That was one of those described something like the movie you really like, but very poorly. And I just kind of thought about it like, oh, what if people describe their favorite character? And it's like, well, I can pick out personality and I can pick out obviously physical appearance. But what if you based it on something else? And to that, I was like, what about your second favorite character? How can you describe your favorite character based on how they interact with your second favorite character? And I was like, that's kind of more difficult than I was expecting it to be when I tried to write my example. And so I put it up because I was like, this is a neat idea, I hope. And then it got a lot of responses. And I closed it when I got up today. And we're sitting on just shy of 350 submissions. Now, the thing is, these are anonymous. So no one had to put their name. Big reason for that, obviously, is because I didn't want to give myself any potential hints at all by anyone knowing who sent it. Also, well, that honestly didn't really matter that much when you think about it because of the way I set this up. I have the sheet set up so you were supposed to answer the prompt, and then you were supposed to put the answers in the prompt. Now, because you put not in the prompt, sorry, but the answers were separate. But because you had to put the answers in the questionnaire, it means I can't look at the sheet or I'm going to see the answer right away. So I have entrusted my mods to the sheet. I have not looked at it since the second example. So, goodness, I have not looked at it at all, aside from the second example to make sure that they had access to it. They're the only ones who have access to the sheet. So chat cannot cheat. No one can cheat. It'll all be fair game. And I'm just gonna guess. So I will pull up the thing I made in good old GIMP, and I will show you the streamer sheet. Actually, before I do that, hold on. Before I do that, I need to. Where is it? Where is it? It should be in here. Somewhere. There it is. Blessed. Okay. Alright. Don't mind me. Alright, I got it. Okay. I got my... Okay. You ready? Alright. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna pop open the thingy. So here's my sheet. So I took the liberty of changing the color so it's easy on the eyes. It matches the overall gray of GIMP. So you're not staring at a white screen the whole time. Because you're going to be looking at this like the entire time, chat. It's going to be a bit of pain in the ass. It took more effort than I care to admit to make sure I wrote it all down. And you're probably wondering, well, streamer, why didn't you just use the text tool in GIMP instead of writing it out with the pencil tool? And the answer for that, my chat member who did not say that, is because the text tool in GIMP is so unbelievably stupid and annoying and obnoxious that it actually was quicker to just try my hand at mouse drawing. So that's why it looks like this. So of course I got some music for you. The classics. Classic music to go with it. So I think that's just about everything. You can see it. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling if you've ever used GIMP chat, if you've ever used it and you've used the text tool before, I promise you it's garbage. It is so much easier. It is so much easier to edit text in Premiere. Like I've actually, honest to God, I have gone to Premiere specifically because the text tool was easier to work with in there for thumbnails. The Magikarp video that I did, I made that thumbnail in Premiere because it was so much easier to type it out and color it and stuff. Thank you, Abaddon, for the first time sub. All right, so here we go. Without further ado, let's get the first one. All right, send me the first one. So what I'm gonna do, chat, is my mods are gonna send me the text blurb, and so you can see it. I'm gonna copy paste it, and I'm gonna put it in a notepad, and then you can see it, so you can guess as well. All right, I believe I got the first one here. So I'm gonna open Notepad here. I'm gonna Control V, so you can see it. All right, chat. Now let me make it bigger for you. That doesn't really help, unfortunately, but maybe I can up the font size. Zoom. Sure. Oh, Notepad is garbage. Whatever. Chat, can you read that? Can you read that? Alright. Can you read that? I'm assuming you can read that. Alright? Okay. So this first one. So, alright, so I should probably... Let me address the sheet. So, as you can see, the sheet. Both correct. You know, I get them both correct. Number 1 correct means I got number 1 correct. Number 2 correct means I didn't get the first one, number 1 correct, but I got number 2 correct, and then both wrong. Both wrong. Easy as peasy. Thank you, Snipply, for the first time sub. Okay. Alright. Just making sure I'm in the right channel for everything. Okay, so she acts like a British palace guard while number 2 tries everything to make her twitch. Oh god. Okay, so acts like a British palace guard. So that means it's a character who's very stoic and is unmoving. While number 2 tries everything to make her twitch. So an instigator. An instigator of sorts. Part of me... British palace guard. That would lead me to believe it's a gatekeeper. But the only gatekeepers I know of are Ellie and Mei Ling. And Mei Ling is definitely not the British palace guard. Or maybe she is. Number 2 tries everything to make her twitch. See, part of me wants to say... This isn't my final answer. But part of me wants to say Yuka and Tenshi. Because I've seen dojins where, you know... Yuka tries really hard to not respond with violence to Tenshi's shenanigans. I've seen some shit, but I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. Now remember, chat, just because number 1 and number 2, you know, they may have never interacted ever once. So, like, let's say for example, this is like Sakuya and Mei Ling or something. Like, number 1 could be Mei Ling, but that doesn't mean number 2 is Sakuya. Number 2, for all I know in this situation, could be, like, I don't know, it's like Parsi or some shit, you know? So, like, it's not a lot to work with, but at the same time, it definitely seems a lot clearer in the mind of the person who wrote it. But this is a lot more hard than I thought it'd be. A British palace guard while number 2 tries everything to make her twitch. Now, does twitch mean just react, or, like... actually just like irritate her? That's the question. Maybe I should force a timer on myself. Palace guard, well, number 2 tries everything to make her twitch. Give me, I'm running the calcs in my head. I'm running the calcs in my head. Give me a second. I'm really thinking about this. Okay, I'm gonna say... I think number 1 is Mei Ling, based solely on the idea that British palace guard means gatekeeper. So my number 1, I'm gonna say Mei Ling, and for number 2, it's gotta be a shit disturber. So it could be anyone, it could be a lot of different characters. But of all the shit disturbers I can think of, make her twitch. I'm gonna go with Tenshi. Mei Ling and Tenshi. Mei Ling and Tenshi. Okay. Alright, that's my final answer. Was I, how correct was I? What was the correct answer? I need the correct answer. There's a lot of shit disturbers, that's the thing, right? The answers were Mayumi and Kogasa. Damn it. Kogasa was definitely one of them that I was gonna pick for the second one. Mayumi was a character I completely forgot about, but she would fit that very, very good. No, that's fine. That's good. That's good. That was good. I had number 2 narrowed down to between Tenshi, Tei, Kogasa, and maybe Chirno. God, I had she was on my mind. She was on my mind. Yeah, I got it. So streamer was incorrect. Both wrong. That gets a tally. Okay. Size 35. All right. One wrong. What a shame, that one. What a shame. Okay. It's a little stamp collection. Okay, number 2. Hold on, I'll get it. Copy. Here's the next one, chat. Number 2. Depending on what the second favorite is doing, my first favorite might not even notice her. But if she does, she might get annoyed. Oh, God. Uh-oh. Depending on what the second is doing, my first favorite might not even notice. But if she does, she might get annoyed. Depending on what she's doing. Unnoticeable. There's one character that comes to mind for one that would be unnoticeable. But I don't know if that's exactly what's being said here. Depending on what she's doing, my first favorite might not even notice. But if she does, she might get annoyed. Wouldn't notice. Part of me thinks Koichi is involved in this. I'm running it. I'm running the calcs. I'm running the calcs in my head. I'm running the calcs in my head. Give me a bit. Give me a bit. It's taking some time. Give me a bit. Koichi seems like a correct answer, but I feel like there's more to it than that. I feel like it's not a matter of literally not being able to notice her. I think it's a matter of like they're quiet until they get, you know, until they're being shit disturber. Whatever they're doing might not even notice her, but if she does, she might get annoyed. You gotta like manually see. I'm not even thinking PC 98 characters. I'm running every character between Touhou 6 to Touhou like 18 here. Wait. It could be. Oh man. Okay. This. I'm going with this. Second favorite, Marissa. First favorite, Patchouli. That's what I got. Okay. Am I right? Am I wrong? Give me the answer. 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 Reimu and Koichi. It was Koichi. God damn it. Ah, I thought I was being so slick with that guess too. It was as simple as that. It was Koichi. That's the second time I overcomplicated this one, man. Second time I had the right character in mind, but then I messed it. Now my line of thinking was that number 2 won't notice, you know, because Marissa sneaks in a lot and she's not noticed. But if at any point Patchy noticed Marissa, she would definitely be annoyed by what she was doing. Easily, right? Easily. That was a good guess. All right. That deserves some bonus points, but unfortunately, close only counts in whatever the saying is. So here's Jun. Hold on, I have to make sure they're lined up perfectly. Okay. Perfect. Compadre. Okay. All right, let me get the next one, chat. Reimu and Koichi. Reimu, I don't think I would have guessed, but I guess I was in the right line of thinking for Squishy. Okay. Hold on, my mouse sucks. All right, chat. Next one. This next one. Her older sister asked her to play with my favorite character, so she asked my favorite character's older sister where she could find her. Oh god, I need to do that sentence again. Her older sister asked her to play with my favorite character. So she asked my favorite character's older sister where she could find her. So they're sisters. Okay. Her older sister asked her to play with my favorite. So the favorite character. The favorite character. It's not necessarily. Okay, no, it is. It is her younger sister. So the favorite character here is the younger sister. Okay, so which one's the second favorite here? Wait, which one's the second favorite here, chat? Which one's the second favorite? I think I'm missing a bit of context to the sentence. Which one's the first favorite? Which one's the second favorite? Her older sister asked her to play with my favorite character. So favorite character... Oh god. So she asked my favorite character, older sister, where she could find her. I'm lacking a bit of information here, so I can't give the order. But if I had to guess, it's Flandre and Koishi, because there's not a lot of characters that have siblings, and when it comes to tracking characters down, it's probably hard to find Koishi. But also Koishi's like maybe Ramilia would ask that, but also Satori could ask that as well. Give me the answer. Unfortunately, I can't tell which one is number 1 and number 2 with this, but I think at the very least I got that. I need confirmation. The answers are Koishi and Flandre. So I was right. I get one Jun in the correct box. Yeah. Streamer does it again. What the hell is this? Alright, this next one is very short. Chat, I'm gonna need help with this one, because I don't know the tale of the Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid tale, except Ursula wants money. I don't know what that means. What did Ursula want in the actual story? Was it her Ariel's voice? Was it Ariel's voice? Ariel's voice? It was her voice? Okay, thank you. So Little Mermaid, obviously, there's only one character who fits that description. But there's a few characters who want money. I think it's Wagasaki Hime and Nitori. Alright, that's my final answer. Wagasaki Hime and Nitori. There's a few characters who want money. The answers are Nitori and Wagasaki Hime. Hey! Yeah, there you go. Streamer wins. Streamer gets to put his correct Jun in the right spot again. Line her up. Perfect. Alright. Not bad. Not bad. Oh god, okay, now we got a paragraph. We get a paragraph coming up, chat. Time to dissect. Here we go. My favorite character has a very similar ability to my second favorite character. My favorite would probably be annoyed with the presence of my second favorite character, but it is unlikely they would ever see each other again after their first encounter, since my second favorite lives quite far away from the first favorite. Okay, similar abilities. Similar abilities. Favorite would be annoyed with the presence of my second favorite character. But it doesn't seem to go the same way. It's unlikely they would ever see each other again after the first encounter, since my second favorite lives quite far away from my first favorite. A similar ability. Similar ability. They live very far away. This is Pluto's, isn't it? Is this Yorihime and Reimu? Or is this Reimu and Yorihime? Is that what this is? That's my final answer. Reimu and Yorihime. The answers are Reimu and Yorihime. Hey! Look at that. Look at him go. Look at him go. Get that Jun out of there. Similar abilities. Yep, that is correct for them. They live very far away. It had to be a character who lives somewhere that Gensokyo can't reach very easily. The first character would be annoyed, but the second one wouldn't mind. There are a lot of hints there. Gotcha. See, this is also why I didn't put names. You know, this is why I didn't put names. But at the same time, I guessed whose it was. I guessed who it was. Okay. Next one coming up. Next one. Alright, here we are, chat. My favorite character will probably tell the other one off for trying to commit arson against the temple in an aunt-like tone, while the other replies in Shakespearean English something about it being justified because genocide is good. Alright, well, obviously, it's pretty obvious what character number 2 there is. But my favorite will probably tell the other one off for trying to commit arson against the temple. Oh, it's Byakuren and Futo. It's Byakuren and Futo. Aunt-like, and it's wrong to do so against yokai. Byakuren and Futo is my final answer. It's definitely Futo on number 2. The answers are Mamizo and Futo. Oh, shit. Mamizo? Oh, okay, that is not what came to mind there. I was definitely not thinking her. Nope. I was not thinking her at all. I was 100% mindset on Byakuren for that. But Futo was an easy guess on that one. Okay. Number 2. Number 2 was correct. Okay. Next one. See, yeah, Aunt Tone's like, I don't know, it seemed like the kind of scolding that Byakuren would do. But there's a few old characters, I suppose, who would do that. Mamizo's just not the first one that came to my mind, that's for sure. Alright, next one, chat. We have, favorite character would ask her to leave unless she is willing to do a chore or two for her. Second favorite character would not work due to laziness. Oh, that could be anyone. So favorite character is most likely Reimu. I'm gonna lock that in right now. It's Reimu. Second favorite, Komachi. We'll go with that. Reimu Komachi. Reimu Komachi. Now we wait for the answer. Reimu Komachi. There's a few different ones that second one could be, but Komachi's the main one I think of when I think of lazy characters. And Reimu sounds like the kind of character who would do that. Kick you out. She would kick you out unless you're willing to work. Just need confirmation before we can move on. Hurry! Hurry! We're burning minutes! Minutes! Hours! Years! Kaguya and Yukari? Oh no! Oh. Favorite character would ask her to leave unless she's willing to do a chore or two for her. Second favorite would not work due to laziness. So it was Yukari number 1 and Kaguya number 2. I can see that, but that is definitely not where my mind went at first. 100% not where my mind went. Alright, hold on. There we go. At the very least, chat, At the very least, my thought process isn't bad. I haven't been completely stumped on any of these yet. I think my thought process is good, which is a good sign. Okay. Okay, hold on. Alright, here's the next one, chat. Yeah. Character would probably get along with them and could play with each other and perhaps could bond over similarities until she leaves and the experience is likely forgotten. Descriptions are hard, I'm shaky on the lore, still going to try though. Listen, this prompt seemed much easier in my head, and even when I knew which characters I was gonna write about, it took me like 15 minutes to write mine. Like for my example. So this prompt was a lot harder to actually work with than I expected, and I'm sure a lot of people would agree with you on that one. Now the first one's it's definitely Koichi. Character would probably get along with them and could play with each other, perhaps could bond over similarities until she leaves, and then experience likely forgotten. So unfortunately I can't tell which one's number 1 and which one's number 2 here, but obviously one of them is Koichi. Could bond over their similarities. Characters similar to Koichi. Characters similar to Koichi could bond over their similarities. Part of me wants to say Flan again. Try and think of characters like Koichi. None immediately come to mind. We're gonna lock that in. We're gonna lock in Koichi and Flandre again. We'll lock that one in because it's definitely Koichi, but I can't think of another character who's similar to Koichi, unless you want to talk like little sister. The answers are Koichi and Flandre. Okay, got it. Okay, so I was correct. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. They're very popular characters. Okay. You just never know when somebody's gonna hit you with a curveball, you know? That's the thing. Sometimes you get curveballed. Are you serious with this next one? That's it? Are you serious? I mean, I'll put it up, but... Okay. Here's the next one, chat. So the answers are Moko and Kaguya. So let's just confirm that real quick. Let's just confirm that real quick and get to the next one. There's no other character I can think of like that. Moko and Kaguya. Okay, yep. It is indeed Moko and Kaguya. Alright. Next, Jun on the sheet. There we go. Streamer's doing it right now. Alright. Next one. What is this? That's... What? That's... Okay, I was... I was gonna say, what? What was that next one? That wasn't correct. Alright, here's the next one. Here's the next one. Okay. My favorite characters are likely to bond over their fashion, home/living area, region of employment, and experiences with their customer base. Though there is likely to be either a bit of a scuffle as their favorite would innocently insult my second favorite's fashion, or my favorite would really want some of my second favorite's fashion because she's special like that. Hold on, slow your roll. Hold on. Favorite characters are likely to bond over their fashion. Now, one of those sounds like you know who. Home/living area, region of employment, and experiences with their customer base. Though there is likely to be either a bit of a scuffle, as my favorite would innocently insult my second favorite's fashion design. Fashion... Or my favorite would really want some of that second favorite's fashion because she's special like that. hold. I think I have one of them down. I have one of them down. I'm just trying to think of the second one. Alright. I'm confident I got one of them, but this is a shot in the dark. This is a bit of a shot in the dark. No, let me think about it for a second here. Let me think about it here. Let me think about it. There's two characters I can think of that are particular about fashion. Only two. Let me run it through my head real quick. Alright. Alright, here's my answer. My answer is Jun and Hikatia. That's my answer. Jun and Hikatia. I can't think of any other character who's about... It's Oku and Hikatia. You know what? I forgot about Oku. I forgot about Oku entirely. But I knew that Hikatia was involved there for sure. Oku. So I got number 2 correct. So it was a bit literal with home living. Okay. That was a bit literal. I was thinking of characters in hell, and I was thinking Yashie, and I was like, I don't know if Yashie would like do that. But Hikatia I had nailed down because the insult to fashion sense. Like I had an idea there on that one. All right. Okay, next one. Next one. Alright, even when their friends run and leave them behind, my favorite would stay and protect them no matter what. But who's your second favorite? Who's the second favorite in this situation? Hold on. No, get rid of that. That's good. Okay. Even when their friends run and leave them behind, my favorite would stay and protect them no matter the opponent. Oh, man. Is there such a devoted character? I'm running it through my head. But I don't know where the second character is. I guess the second character is the friend running away. But who would stay behind and protect them? Wow. I got nothing. I got nothing at all. Run and leave them behind. My favorite would stay and protect them no matter what. Alright. I can't think of anything specific, so my answer is Mei-Ling and Raysen. That's my answer. Reason for that is because Gatekeeper, and Raysen is the kind of character who has a history of running away. Chirno and Luna. Oh god, I was not gonna get that at all. I wasn't gonna get that at all. Nope. Not a chance. Not a chance I was gonna get that one. Didn't even come to mind for a second. That was definitely Grazie's, yes. That was definitely Grazie's. Alright, both wrong. Never seen such propaganda in my life. Alright, next one. Click it all! Hit the whole word! Delete! Alright, here's the next one. My favorite character would most likely make her very happy just by being able to be around her. Being two pariahs, they would probably become good friends. Huh. Well, there's a few characters I can think of here. See, my assumption is here is because they used the word would. It means this is an interaction that doesn't actually happen in canon. So an answer like Seiya and Shimmy, or Tenshi and Shion, that seems correct. But the word choice here makes me think it's a pairing that has never actually like interacted before. But I don't know for sure. I might be overcomplicating that. Most likely make her happy just by being able to be around her. So it's one of those characters who cannot be approached very carelessly. Two pariahs, they would probably become good friends. Makes me think of the underground yokai for sure. But also there's a few characters. There's a few other characters topside. Okay, I'm gonna go on the assumption that this is a pairing that has never interacted in canon based on the word choice. And I am going to say the answer is Hina and Shion. That's my answer. Hina number 1 and Shion number 2. It was Hina and Shion. Aha! So the word choice was in fact intentional. That's good. I listened to my gut. One more Jun in the correct box. Alright. Next one. Oh god, is that all one paragraph? Sure is. Alright. Alright. Alright, hold on. Next. Here we go. My current favorite character to think about would probably like to have my second favorite character around if they don't find them extremely obnoxious off the bat. Second favorite could probably help them identify things they find considering their background. Oh, and in return, the first favorite gets to ramble on about things they find interesting. I wonder who that is. Let's just headcanon, so I don't know much about my first favorite. I just think they're nice. Went with the definition of I think a lot about them. For favorites, as it narrows down to much more, I have too many favorites. My current favorite character to think about would probably be like to have my second favorite character around. They didn't find them extremely obnoxious off the bat. Second favorite probably. So second favorite is obviously Renosuke. Second favorite is Renosuke. Current favorite. Probably like to have them around if they didn't find them extremely obnoxious. Second favorite could probably help them identify things they find. And the first, return the first favorite gets to ramble on about things they find interesting. Huh. So the first favorite gets to ramble, but the second favorite identifies. Who's a rambler? Who's a rambler? A rambler. Helps them identify, and in return, the first favorite gets to ramble on about things they find interesting. Second favorite helps identify things they find. That's obviously Renosuke's ability. And in return, the first favorite gets to ramble. But who likes to ramble about shit they find interesting? I'm thinking. Okay, I'm gonna go with Snai and Renosuke. Because the only character I can think about getting excited about their interest is Snai. So that's my answer. Snai and Renosuke. Renosuke and Sumireko. Wait, Renosuke was number 1? Sumireko's number 2? What? Okay. Yeah, well, I guess I'm right, but I had it in the wrong spot, so it's wrong. So I guess I'll mark it as wrong. All right, that's fine. Sumireko's not who came to mind at all, and I'm even more surprised that Renosuke was number 2 there. All right. Okay. Next one. Next one. Next one. You see the problem with my mouse? It double clicks when I try to highlight things. Alright. My favorite character would not be able to defeat my second favorite character in armed combat despite their infinite supply of perseverance and stubbornness. My favorite character would, however, be more suited for winter than my second favorite character, despite my second favorite character being already quite adapted. They both live in/near places related to water. Well, my favorite would not be able to defeat my second favorite in armed combat, despite their infinite supply of perseverance and stubbornness. They'd never win. My favorite character would, however, be more suited for winter than my second favorite character, despite my second favorite character being already quite adapted. They both live in/near places related to water. Adapted for winter. One with the cold. Would not be able to defeat my second favorite character, despite their infinite supply of perseverance and stubbornness. But why? Because they're an immortal? Favorite would be more suited for winter than my second, however, would be quite adapted. They both live in / near places related to water. Part of me thinks one of these is an immortal, but I don't know. Armed combat. Adapted to winter. They both live in / near places related to water. Well, that would mean... Wow, I got nothing. There's a lot of detail in this one, but I can't think of anything that fits the prerequisites here. They both live in / near places related to water. In / near means it's not limited to in the water, but it's not limited to just on the coast. So it could be a kappa. The kappa, of course. But it could also refer to the Prism Rivers. It could refer to the SDM residents. It could refer to the Moria Shrine. God damn. There's even a chance it could relate to the moon due to the Sea of Tranquility. But I feel like that's a bit of a stretch. Would not be able to defeat them in armed combat despite their infinite supply of perseverance and stubbornness. Why would they not be able to defeat them? Why would they not be able to defeat them? That's the question. Favorite is more suited for winter, despite the second favorite being quite adapted to winter. They both live in... I'm gonna feel really dumb when I don't get this. I guarantee it. But there's... I don't know. I gotta pick something, though. I gotta pick something. So... never be able to defeat them in armed combat. So I'm assuming the specification of armed combat means, you know, not a Danmaku duel. They literally cannot, like, defeat them. So it's a character who would be immortal to a certain extent. Favorite would be more suited for winter than my second favorite, despite my second favorite being quite adapted. Okay, my guess is Nitori number 1, Chirno number 2. That's my guess. That's my guess. Number 1 is Chirno and number 2 is Momiji. I was wrong. The waterfall. I forgot about the waterfall, yeah. Chirno, Momiji. Favorite would not be able to defeat my second favorite in armed combat. Okay, I'm putting the pieces together. Favorite would be more suited for winter than my second, despite the because she's okay. Okay, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. They both live in / near places related to water. So that would be the waterfall and the Misty Lake. Okay. Alright. Now that I know the characters it's referring to, that makes perfect sense. I did not even for a second think of Momiji, though, I gotta admit. Positive and the negative is so good. Get in there. Alright. Next one, next one. Chat, there are over 300 of these. 300! How many have I done in this hour of ours? The answer? 14. 14! I'm on number 15. Oh, Sane, can you see by the dawn? My favorite character is a drinking buddy of theirs, and is probably the closest thing my fave has to a friend. My fave also knows them pretty well, seeing as they tend to frequent a lot of the same places. Aw, shit. My favorite is a drinking buddy of theirs. And is probably the closest thing my fave has to a friend. My fave also knows them pretty well, seeing as they tend to frequent a lot of the same places. This has gotta be related to Lotus Eaters, right? Drinking buddy, the closest thing my fave has to a friend. Fave also knows them pretty well, seeing as they tend to frequent a lot of the same places. So the favorite character is one who doesn't really have friends. So that rules out Mamizo, because she's friends with Nue. That rules out Suika, because she's friends with Yugi. That rules out Yugi, because she's friends with Suika. And that rules out Kaseng, because Kaseng is friends with Reimu. Favorite character is a drinking buddy of theirs, and is probably the closest thing my fave has to a friend. Also knows them pretty well, seeing as they tend to frequent a lot of the same places. That rules out the favorite. I think the favorite is Aya. So, locking that in. Number 1, Aya. Number 2. Number 2, it's... Oh, God. It's a toss-up here. But based on overall character popularity, my answer is Aya and Suika. Give me the answer. Aya and Suika. Aya and Suika. Give me the answer. Aya and Suika. Aya and Mamizo. See, I had a feeling it was Mamizo, but I went based on who the more popular character between Mamizo and Suika would be. Because Aya and Suika would know each other because the mountain dealio. But also, they tend to frequent a lot of the same places. That's a real tongue-in-cheek Mamizo everywhere, you know? It'd be a little cheeky. I was guessing based on overall popularity of the character on that second one. But Mamizo, it was definitely a 50-50 there. It was a 50-50. But I got Aya correct. I got Aya correct through process of elimination. I know, chat. It's hard to believe. It's hard to believe if you only listen to me. But people do like Mamizo. Just because I have a problem with certain characters doesn't mean other people have problems with certain characters. But as you can tell, my bias towards some characters is going to affect my thought process. Which is why between Mamizo and Suika, I immediately thought of Suika. Alright. Next one. She would kick her out if she comes by, but she was scared of her at one point and had to run. Oh. That's a good one. She would kick her out if she comes by, but she was scared of her at one point and had to run. She would kick her out if she comes by, but she was scared of her at one point and had to run. Trying to think of times where characters had to retreat due to fear. You could argue Keiki, but I don't think that was really necessarily like the character in question. Times where a character had to run. Wow. I don't know. There's like just enough here to work with, but at the same time, I can't think of a situation where this happened. So the relationship is mellowed out, but at one point in time, there might be... Okay, I don't remember the conversation in Mystic Square, but if I had to guess here, this is Alice and Marissa. This is Alice and Marissa. That's my guess. Alice and Marissa. Reimu and Keiki. Oh, see? So I was right. So I was right originally. But it wasn't Reimu that was scared of her. Reimu was like possessed by the spirit at that point in time, and the spirit like told her to retreat. And then she ran away. 'Cause I thought it was because in Mystic Square, after stage 3, like Alice retreats, she comes back in the extra stage. But now in the Windows era, Alice would just kick her out. So that's another one of those ones that I had, and then I overcomplicated it, and then I ended up getting it wrong. Because I even said while I was brainstorming there, like Reimu and Keiki is the only, Keiki's the only example I could think of, but the characters were possessed by the demon, the animal spirits at the time, so I didn't think that would really count. Alright, line your Juns up. Okay, just a second, chat. I have to pee real quick, so let me just take a break. Leave you with this, I'll be right back. Streamer has lost valuable time, but it's okay, he's back. Alright! Everybody ready? Let's continue the game. Next one coming up. Alright. My favorite character would probably be intrigued by their oddball nature and fascination with Danmaku. But the chances of them ever even interacting at all are fairly low, considering one lives underground and the other doesn't get out much. Be intrigued by their oddball nature and fascination with Danmaku. But the chances of them interacting at all are fairly low, considering one lives underground and the other doesn't get out much. So one's a shut-in. And one is an underground resident who doesn't come topside very often. Oddball nature and fascination with Danmaku. Fascination with Danmaku. An oddball nature. This is fascination of Danmaku. Very low chance of interacting. Chances of them even interacting at all is fairly low. So I guess that means they haven't interacted before. Trying to piece this fascination with Danmaku. Underground, who's fascinated with that? An oddball nature. I can't help but think one of these is Flan. So I think the second character is Flan. The favorite would be intrigued by their oddball nature and fascination with Danmaku. So I think the second character here is Flan. Wait, do you think it's Flan and Koichi again? But Koishi's a wanderer. Koishi's a wanderer. She's not limited to underground, so I don't think it's Koichi here. It's a character who lives underground and stays underground. Huh. It's not Yugi. Yugi does stay underground, though. Fuck it, we'll ring it in. We'll ring it in anyway. No, you know what? It's not Koichi. We're gonna go with Oku. Oku Flandre. That's my final answer. Oku Flandre. It's gotta be a character who lives underground but doesn't come topside very often. Yugi and Kotohime? Kotohime?! Well, I got. I got 100% got. Kotohime. What's your favorite plant, chat? Oh, you know, the grass on my front lawn. Kotohime looking ass. What are you doing here? God damn it. I was never gonna get that one. I was never gonna get that one, dude. Never. Doesn't get out much. It more like doesn't exist anymore, dude. Alright, next one. With a devious smirk on her face, my favorite character would sneak up on my second favorite while she's taking her midday nap and proceed to blare a very loud horn in second favorite's ear, waking and startling her. Favorite character would then laugh with glee while second favorite prepares to kick her favorite character's ass for disturbing her sleep. Midday nap, huh? Blair a loud horde. That's Tay and Mailing. That's Tay and Mailing. It's gotta be. Tay and Mailing. That's my final answer. Tay and Mailing. The sweep. The sweep. The sweep. Oh, it's uneven. Oh, whatever. Alright. Next one's coming up. Coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up. Coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up. Ayo! Borrowing from this girl might be a bit tough, especially when the weather changes when she eats a peach. Oh well, at least firepower can solve most of the issues. Oh, thank you for freebie! Tenshi and Marissa. Hurry up, give me the answer so we can move on. Give me that easy double correct. Yep, got it. Marissa and Tenshi. Order doesn't matter if I get them both right. It only matters if I get one of them wrong. How many Juns we got? 3, 6, 8. There we go. Alright. How does he do it? That one was a dead giveaway with the peach. And the borrowing comment and the peach, dead giveaways, man. Dead giveaways. Each Jun gets progressively lower than the last. I don't know why that's happening, but don't worry. It's fine. It's hard to keep them lined up properly. Okay, next one. My favorite character and my second favorite character interact casually with each other, talking about poisonous fog and gas and how different they are from each other. Poison has quite the devastating effect on one's voice, so they run off after defeating the second. My second favorite also has an intense hatred for humanity. Medicine lovers, dude. Number 2 is medicine, but who's number 1? Interact casually, talking about poisonous fog and gas and how different they are from each other. Poison has quite a devastating effect on one's voice, so they run off after defeating the second. Interact casually, talking about how different... Well, they interact casually, the number of characters that medicine has ever talked to. Poison has quite the devastating effect on one's voice, so they run off after defeating the second. That's probably Mystia, right? I feel like that's referencing a line from Touhou 9. And the only character I can think of who would care about something like that or mention it is Mystia. So my answer is Mystia and medicine. That's my answer. There's Marissa and medicine. Oh. Oh, it was a Marissa line. Okay. Alright. Alright. Interact casually when they talk to each other. So this is based. They must be referencing the POFE dialogue. But it's Marissa and medicine, so I got the second one right. Each Jun gets lower than the last, and I just don't know how that keeps happening. How do I keep getting it one lower than it needs to be every time? Alright. Here comes the next one. Alright. Oh, I hate my mouse. Okay. Next one. My favorite character more than likely wouldn't even encounter my second favorite character. My favorite has done business with other people within the estate of my second favorite works in, however. My favorite won't ever encounter my second favorite. My favorite has done business with other people within the estate my second favorite does work in, however. Huh. Somebody who's done business with others residing in the estate that the second works in. Nope. I'm thinking, what are we defining as an estate here? Obviously the SDM, Hakugokuro, Aente. The question I'm having is, does the Moria Shrine count as an estate? That's my question right now. Won't ever encounter the second favorite character. My favorite has done business with the other people within the estate. My second favorite does work in. So they've been in the same place before, but they've never actually interacted, and it's unlikely they would ever. So whoever is staying in the estate is a character who does not get out much. Done business with other people within the estate. My second favorite does work in, though. See, the work comment makes me believe it's not Patchy. Because Patchy seems like a right answer here, but Patchy doesn't work for Remilia. Patchy does not work for Remilia. She just lives in the house with her. Same with Flandre. Flandre doesn't work in the mansion. Sakuya works in the mansion. Mailing works in the mansion. Favorite more than likely won't ever encounter my second favorite. My favorite has done business with other people within the estate. My second favorite does work in, however. Business. 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 Who's done business? Who does business things? Who is an expert in business? This is surprisingly difficult. They'd more than likely never meet. They would never meet them. The second favorite works there. Favorite has done business with the estate, but has not actually met the second favorite. Oh man, this one's tough. There's a few different estates, and trying to think of like which characters have actually done something with others. What counts as business, right? Who's done business with them? I'm trying to think of business-orientated characters. Who has done business? Okay. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure here. I'm not sure at all. Alright, we're gonna go with Nitori. Nitori and Oku. No, not Oku. Not Oku. Not Oku. Because if Nitori had done business down there, if you look at S.A.'s route, she would have technically met Oku. Let's go with Nitori and Sakuya. That's the best I can think of. Nitori and Sakuya. Give me the answer. I don't think I'm right, but I can't think of anything. It's Renosuke and Kwakuma. Oh my god. You know what? You're right. She didn't come to mind at all. Sakuya shows up in Cola a lot, and she purchased things from Renosuke all the time. But Kwakuma, despite working in the SDM, never actually does anything. They're never gonna interact with them. God damn. All right, you got me with that one. That was unexpected to say the least. What are we at? 3, 6, 9. Okay. Lower the bar. Lower the bar. God damn, man. Alright, next one. Boom. She would not mind learning more from ages of her experience, but she would not mind checking if that tail can be set on fire. Is that Futo and Ron? Futo and Ron? That's my final answer. Futo and Ron. It's Marissa and Mamizo? What? Oh, okay. Alright. I was so confident in my answer. I was so confident. Alright, enough of this Junworm. God damn it. God. Absolute confidence in that answer. And it was just completely wrong. That's the third Mamizo, dude. The third one. Alright, next one. Girl 1 would laugh at Girl 2 for thinking that her phone was really advanced machinery. However, Girl 2 wouldn't care and would just like looking at cool robots. Girl 1 would try selling some trinkets to Girl 2, but not realize Girl 2 has no money. Okay. Girl 1 would laugh at Girl 2 for thinking that her phone was really advanced machinery. However, Girl 2 wouldn't care and would just like looking at her cool robots. Girl 1 would try selling some trinkets to Girl 2, but not realize Girl 2 has no money. This is the Rumia Hyper song. Rumia Hyper! Girl 1 would laugh at Girl 2 for thinking that her phone was really advanced machinery. Girl 2 wouldn't care, just looking at cool robots. Girl 1 would try to sell some drink. I think this is Sumereko and Sanai. This is Sumereko and Sanai. That's what I think it is. It could be reversed. It's Notori and Sumereko. Oh, okay. You're right. You're right. You're right. Sumereko doesn't have that much money. Girl 2 wouldn't care and just like looking at cool robots. Girl 1 would try to sell trinkets to Girl 2, but not realize Girl 2. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Unfortunately, I had the order wrong, so that's a double wrong. I had Sumereko second. Or, I had Sumereko first, and Sumereko was second. Alright, the next row of Jun shall be created. A lot of wrongs there, streamer. Are you sure you're good at this thing? Well, to that, my fine non-existent chat member, I say, I'm trying my best here. How many have you gotten right, huh? Think about that before you get on my case. Alright, here's the next one, chat. My favorite character would give advice about a given situation to my second favorite, saying that she should follow her example and remarking on how wise and amazing she herself is. But when the second character starts asking questions that she doesn't know how to answer, she tries to save face by bluffing the first thing that comes to mind. In the end, the second character ends up doing better than the first one, and even though the first is happy and proud about that, she can't help but feel a bit frustrated too. Character would give advice about a situation to my second. Follow her example, remarking how wise and amazing she is. But when her second character starts asking questions she doesn't know how to answer, she tries to save face by bluffing the first thing that comes to mind. In the end, the second character ends up doing better than the first one, but even though she's is happy and proud about that, she can't help but feel a bit frustrated too. Now, the problem I have with this one is that there's a lot of explanation for the first character, but not much in the way of the second character, so I have no idea here what the second character could be. However, a character who would be quick to give advice in a situation while also gassing herself up immensely, and also responding with trying to save face with bluffs. There's two characters that come to mind for that one. There's two characters that come to mind for that one. However, the fact that one is gloating so much while giving advice leads me to believe number one is Tenchi. But number two, happy and proud of that, she can't help but feel a bit frustrated too. I think the first one's Tenchi. But it could also be Ramilia. I think I'm gonna go with Ramilia and Flandre. That's my final answer. Ramilia and Flandre. Because that older sister pride. Yep, got it. Got it. Ramilia and Flandre. Alright. 3, 6, 8, 9 Juns. Okay. Alright, next one. God damn it. Here's the next one. Nice, short, sweet. Absolutely detests how carefree she is with her life and how she's able to get away with all the trouble she causes, but wishes she could do the same. Detests how carefree she is with her life and how she's able to get away with all the trouble she causes others, but wishes she could do the same. That's a hard one. Detests. Favorite character detests how carefree second favorite is with her life and how she's able to get away with all the trouble she causes others, but wishes she could do the same. My mind is like hovering around Suika for sure. It's the bit at the end that interests me. Wishes she could do the same. You know what? I think it's Reimu and Kasen. We'll go with that. Reimu and Kasen. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Reimu and Kasen. That's my final answer. It's Parsi and Marissa. Oh, you know what? The jealousy bit makes sense. Yeah, you're right. No, it makes sense. It makes sense. No, that one was well written. That one was good. That one was good. I was on the wrong train of thought. My mind was hovering around Suika and like the Hakude Shrine in general. But that is correct. Marissa's a character who gets away with a lot in her with her shenanigans. And I knew it. That bit at the end, but wishes she could do the same. Like the implication there. It was a giveaway, but I didn't read it. I didn't read it well enough. That's all. It's hard to write these. All right, let me just be clear. These are hard to write. But when the thing is, they make a lot more sense once you know the answers. But goddamn, do I feel like an idiot when I'm looking at these things and just like, oh, what? All right. Next one, chat. My favorite character probably wouldn't be able to help, but feel... What? I can't hear you! Could you speak up? Okay. My favorite character probably wouldn't be able to help, but feel ashamed, trying to be polite when they know exactly what my second fave is coming to them for. Let me reread that. My favorite character probably wouldn't be able to help but feel ashamed trying to be polite when they know exactly what my second fave is coming to them for. Understanding that they're probably just up to cause a ruckus for their own gains, I imagine my fave would play along with their talking games until my second fave oversteps their boundaries despite being a fairly reclusive individuals themselves. Oh! My favorite probably wouldn't be able to help but feel ashamed. Trying to be polite when they know exactly what my second fave is coming to them for. I don't think I'm understanding that sentence. Understanding that they're probably just up to cause a ruckus for their own gains, I imagine my favorite would play along with their talking games until my second favorite oversteps their boundaries despite being a fairly reclusive individual themselves. Wow, I have no idea. Trying to be polite when they know exactly what my second... So, that implies a few things. Knowing exactly what they're coming to them for means they're familiar with the character and why they would ever approach them. But also, mind reading. And the second bit, understanding that they're probably just up to cause a ruckus for their own gains. Imagine my fave would play along with their talking games until my second fave oversteps their boundaries despite being a fairly reclusive individual themselves. So both of them are reclusive. Probably just up to cause a ruckus for their own gains. Wow, I don't know. Part of me, okay. I can't think of anything else but these two. Satori and Seiya. That's all I can think of. So, that's my final answer. That's my final answer. I can't think of another answer, but I don't think that fits perfectly. But I feel like those characters kind of go well. It is Satori and Aya. Oh, so I was right about Satori, but it was Aya. Probably up just to cause a ruckus for their own gains. That bit made me think of Seiya. They would play along the talking games until second favorite oversteps their boundaries despite being a fairly reclusive individual themselves. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I couldn't, like, pin that 100% to Seiya, but I couldn't think of anyone else that would fit. But I got number 1 correct. Satori and Aya. So I got number 1 right. Streamer does it again. Streamer does it again. Wow. Perfectly ordered, too. Okay. Next one. Alright. Would probably notice the vast amount of similarities between her and her servant. Wouldn't care for the food they can cook in metric quantities. Would be annoyed at how she, the second fave, wouldn't want to get involved in her favorite character's antics. Oh god, okay. We gotta unpack here. Nope. 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 Yeah. Okay. Probably noticed the vast amount of similarities between her and her servant. Wouldn't care for the food they can cook in... Wouldn't care for the food they can cook in metric quantities. What the hell does that mean? What does that mean? Would be annoyed at how she, the second fave, wouldn't want to get involved in the favorite antics. The vast amount of similarities between her and her servant. Probably noticed the vast amount of similarities between her and her servant. The problem I'm having is, who is this sentence referring to? I'm assuming that it goes like this. Favorite character would probably notice the vast amount of similarities between her second favorite character and her servant. I'm assuming that's what the sentence structure is saying here. So she wouldn't care for the food they can cook in metric quantities, and would be annoyed at how the second favorite character wouldn't want to get involved in her antics. So the similarities are between the master and servant, but not necessarily the favorite character. Because otherwise that sentence is weird. But I think wouldn't care for the food they cook in metric quantities sounds like Yomu. That sounds like Yomu. Would be annoyed at how she wouldn't want to get involved in her antics. Whose antics? Whose antics? Who's noticing this? Who's noticing this? Would be annoyed about it, that they wouldn't want to get involved. Would be annoyed by that. And they wouldn't care for the food, so they don't care about the food they can cook. I think that's important. That's an important part. Why would they not care about the food they can cook? There has to be a reason for that. Why would they not care? And why would they be annoyed that they wouldn't want to get involved? Who doesn't eat in this godforsaken world? Huh. Who doesn't like food? Bro, I have no idea. I can't think of a single character who wouldn't care about the volume of food. I think the second favorite is Yomu. For sure, though. Annoyed at how they wouldn't want to get involved in her antics. Who would get annoyed by that? Who would get annoyed by that? That's the question. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Tay and Yomu. That's my answer. Tay and Yomu. That's my answer. It was Ramilia and Yomu. Oh, damn it. I can't think of anything. I couldn't think of anything at all. God damn. I couldn't think of any, like, I figured it'd be a character who would be... Remy makes more sense. Remy definitely makes more sense. Wouldn't care for the food they can cook. That's the thing that tripped me up. She probably wouldn't care because she has Sakuya. That makes sense when you think about it like that. But I was at least right about Yomu. Oh, wait. Bum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum. Unfortunately, sometimes this gets falsely claimed. Ah. 1, 2, 3. T. Alright. Next one. Oh, hold on. Piano! This is the worst mini game in Scarlet Rhythm Carnival, but it's okay. The music is good. It was easily my least favorite though. Alright. Bum 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 bum. My favorite character would admire the work of my second favorite with how they put so much time and effort into designing her tools, and would maybe tell them painting tips and suggest warmer colors. Fuck. This one, I should know this. Favorite character would admire the work of my second favorite with how they put so much time and effort into designing her tools, and would maybe tell her them painting tips and suggest using warmer colors. That is such a specific line that I know a character has said that before, but who said it? Who has said that before? The fact that tools is in quotations means it's referring to something that is treated as a tool, but not necessarily a tool. So I believe the second favorite character in this situation is Keiki. But painting tips and suggesting using warmer colors. Wait. Wait. I take wait. Alice and Keiki. Shizuha and Alice? Shizuha! Number 1! Shizuha! Really? Shizuha. Well, I was right about Alice, but in the wrong spot. Shizuha number 1. That is unexpected. Absolutely unexpected. But at least I was on the right track with the tools bit. Okay, hold on. Alright. These are the same ones, I assume? Okay, yep, they are. Here's the next one. Mouse! Alright. My favorite character would be one step ahead when racing on land, but in the water, it's a different story. My favorite would be one step ahead when racing on land, but in the water, it's a different story. A character who's faster in the water. Oh. Sekibanki and Wagasaki Hime. Because the capitalization on ahead, it's you know, I know what it is. Yep. Sekibanki and Wagasaki Hime. Yeah. Mark all the text on the page. You can click somewhere on the text and press Control A. What are you talking about? Ah, that's convenient. All right. All right. Yeah, so the ahead bit, like, it was capitalized, so it was important. So I figured it had to, like, 'cause there's so many characters to be faster on land, but obviously one would be faster in the water. That's obviously Wagasaki. What character has relation to Wagasaki? Character with the head. Of course, the one that comes off. A head. It all makes sense. It's genius. Okay. Oh, God damn it. Get out of there. Have I done 10 yet here? 3, 6, 9. This is number 10. Okay. Alright. Next one. Okay. Right, I just Control A. That's better. I wish my fucking mouse didn't, like, you know, do this to begin with, but this is the world we live in. Alright. They would talk about and compare each other's collection of things that some would deem childish. Of course, overlooking the fact that their collection is a lot less put together than the other ones. They wouldn't necessarily play with each other, but still be able to have a conversation over cups of tea. Collections of things that some would deem childish. Of course, overlooking the fact that their collection is a lot less put together than the other ones. I think one of these characters is Alice. They wouldn't necessarily play with each other, but still be able to have a conversation over tea. Favorite would be able to talk about and compare. Okay. So I'm assuming favorite characters collection is less put together than second favorite characters, and they're both kind to have a conversation over tea. A collection that would be deemed childish. Dolls is an easy answer here. Dolls is an easy answer here because they're dolls. But another character who collects things that are deemed childish. Not Marissa. Marissa's just a fucking hoarder. Not Patchy. I don't think Patchy would be considered childish. A collection of books. Collection of things that would deem childish. I'm thinking Renosuke is involved here, but let me just run the brain. Let me run the brain real quick. Alright. I have run the brain. And my answer is... Renosuke and Alice. Renosuke and Alice. That's my answer. Those two are the ones who would have collections of things. So that's my answer. Give me the answer. Give me the answer. Flandre! Okay. Well, I got Alice right, but why Flandre? Why Flandre? If I compare other collection of things that would deem child, of course, I believe the fact the collection law is put together. Put together. Okay, put together. I get it. I get it. They wouldn't play with each other, but still have a conversation for cups of tea. This is the rare interpretation of Flandre that matches canon better. All right, but I got Alice correct as number 2, so I can at least get 1 point there. Put together. God damn it. You cheeky with your word selection, you know that? There we go. Alright. Brilliant. Brilliant, mate. Brilliant, mate. Yeah, alright. Next. My favorite character would just listen about all the multiple incidents the other one has proudly caused just for fun and will casually comment to her to use their free time to help people instead. However, she could not mind if one of the future activities the second will cause shakes the ground of a pretty pink princess. What? Pretty pink princess. My favorite character would just listen about all the multiple incidents the other one had proudly caused just for having fun. Just for having fun, and will casually comment to her to use their free time to help people instead. However, she could not mind if one of the future activities the second will cause shakes the ground of a pretty pink princess. Shakes the ground of a pretty pink princess. That's gotta be Kaguya, right? Favorite character would listen to all the multiple incidents the other one has proudly caused just for having fun and will casually comment on how to use. Okay, so favorite one here I think is Moko. Who has caused multiple incidents just for fun? Shakes the ground. That's the hint. Moko and Tenchi. Moko and Tenchi. Moko and Tenchi. That's the hint right there. Shakes the ground. Moko Tenchi. Hey. There you go. Get me in there. Another point for the conga line of Jun. Losing is winning. Alright. Alright. Next one. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay. My favorite wishes she could be as strong or as charismatic as her, but she would definitely accompany her to have sake every now and then. My favorite wish is she could be as strong and charismatic as her, but she would definitely accompany her to have sake together every now and then. Strong and charismatic, but would accompany her to have sake together. Is this the ever elusive, coveted crack ship known as Parsi Yugi? I think this is Parsi and Yugi. That's what I think of. Parsi and Yugi. That's my final answer. Lock me in. Parsi and Yugi. Hey, there you go. All right. Give me that. You know why I didn't think it was Remilia? Because it said sake and not wine. Remilia doesn't rightly drink sake. She has wines and stuff like that. It's all about the word choice. You gotta pay attention to the word choice. Okay. Alright. Alright. Next one we got. Seclusion is probably not doing favors for either character, so it'd be a girls' night out when the two meet. They share stories or terrorize the locals just for fun, then they'd head to hell for a quick fight before parting ways. Seclusion, okay. Seclusion is probably not doing favors for either character. So it'd be a girls' night out when the two meet. They'd share stories or terrorize the locals just for fun. Then they'd head to hell for a quick fight before parting ways. They both head to hell for a quick fight before parting ways. This makes me think it's, I want to say it's Suika and Yugi, because I can't think of any other like situation where characters would just head to hell for a fight and then they go home. So I think it's Suika and Yugi. Could be Flan, but I'm locking in Suika and Yugi. The answer is Yachier and Flandre. Oh. What? Well. Alright. Well, you got me. I didn't see that one coming. Chat didn't either. Get in there. Another one to the wrong answer wheel. Sad days. Oh my god, there are so many brackets here. Alright, well, let's try and solve this one together, chat. Okay. It's no secret that A and B had a very rocky start. This is probably going to be Tenchi and Yukari before I read anymore. B even considers A her arch enemy due to stealing something very valuable. Never mind. However, the stolen object eventually gave B the oh, it's Koichi and Kokoto. Yeah. The opportunity to feel emotions on her own, and she could get revenge on A. A seems like to pick on B when defeating her, telling her to smile despite being unable to do so. Yeah, it's Koichi and Kokoto. Gotcha. Those two have actually interacted in canon, so there was no hypothetical there. When there's no hypothetical to work with, it's a little more straightforward. But some of the fun is that some of your characters that you like have never met, so you have to think of a hypothetical that would work for them. And sometimes you can grab it, and sometimes you can't. Alright. Next one. Oh, I did it again. So I gotta get used to this hotkey. Okay. Next one. Huh. My fave would probably try to scam her into buying questionable food. Scam which she wouldn't fall for due to how knowledgeable she is, and would probably go back to her place after eating the quick snack, not without teasing those methods first. We get a scam artist and a smart girl. Favorite would probably try to scam her into buying questionable food. Scam which she wouldn't fall for due to how knowledgeable she is, and would probably go back to her place after eating the quick snack, not without teasing those methods first. Wait a minute. There's a little bit of English here that needs to be addressed. Okay, so up to the point where it says she's knowledgeable she is, would probably go back to her place after eating the quick snack, but not without teasing those methods first. Scam her into buying questionable food. She wouldn't fall for it, but she'd take the sample, eat it, and then tease her about it, and then head home. Scam artist and smart girl. The one who knows how to play along. Do you think this was Mamizo again? Who would try to scam someone into buying questionable food? There's like maybe 2 characters I can think of who would do that. Alright. I'm gonna go on a whim here. I'm gonna say Tay and Mamizo. That's my answer. Tay and Mamizo. That's my answer. Mystia 1, Hitate 2. Huh. A lot of faith in, yeah, Hayate, the combat butler. Oh, no prism. No prism. No. We listened to that earlier. No. Alright, I was wrong. I was very wrong, apparently. Hitate is not a character I would think of. Now, the issue I take with this is questionable food. That's wrong. Maybe it's double spoiler text. Maybe. But questionable food? I take offense to that because Misty is Lamprey, while it is questionable methods to getting her customer base, her food is very, very good. Her food is certified good. Calling it questionable? I don't know about that, champ. Hold on. Next one. I'd imagine they would work really well together as a team. My second favorite would provide the goods, and my favorite would provide the service. They both would work just as hard to make that service as well. The service is all for species in Touhou. It's for all species in Touhou, and both wear funny hats. I like that they specified they wear funny hats. That helps narrow it down. They would work really well together as a team, so this means this is two characters who have yet to interact with each other. My second favorite would provide the goods, and my favorite would provide the service. Favorite provides the service, second provides the goods. They both would work just as hard to make that service as well. The service is for all species in Touhou, and they both wear funny hats. One provides the goods, one provides the service. But they've never interacted with each other, based on this wording. They would work hard just to make the service as well. The service is for all species in Touhou, so it's for yokai and humans. And they both wear funny hats. There's a lot of information here to work with. The goods and the service, they wear funny hats. You know what? I think I got it. I think it's Nitori and Minariko. That's my guess. Nitori and Minariko. That's my guess. Minariko provides the goods, and Nitori provides the service. Misty and Minariko. How much is the Koishi's their actual favorite? They wanted to try coming up with something for that. Well, this was a good one. So I got Minariko right. But Mistia was another good answer there. Mistia provides the service, but Mistia can also provide... Actually, no, Mistia doesn't provide the goods necessarily. She doesn't provide the goods necessarily. But you know, Minariko could supply the goods for her food stand, so that works. That's a good one. Yeah, Mistia Minariko's good, but Nitori stuck in my mind as one who provides service. And I was thinking food service, obviously, that's why I went Minariko. So I was half right. I was half right on that one. Yo, can we listen to a better song? Oh yeah. More hyperspace phone. Brumia Hyper coming up. What the heck is this? Alright. This next one is just this. Alright, Rumia Hyper moment. I love this. Cell phone rock. Alright. This is literally it. This is literally it. Twirling along and then suddenly dolls. Is that Hina and Alice? I think it's Hina and Alice. Now it's Rumia Grubin. Hina and Alice. Alright. Easy clap. Easy clap. Get her in there. One more Jun for the record. Oh. Ooh, we're catching up. Only one behind the wrong answer team. Alright. Nope. Sorry, but Right Scale owns the fighting games. Alright, next one. My favorite character and my second favorite character are best friends and have been for a very long time. So strong is their bond that one of them is willing to cause an incident for the other's sake, in addition to saving the world, basically. In addition, they could be considered part of a family along with other characters, and are very often seen doing stuff together. That is Orin and Oku. Orin and Oku. Yep, got it. Got it. Double correct. Best buddies. You've got a friend in Meow. Alright. Next one, next one, next one. Woo! Alright, my favorite character may get pissed at my second favorite character for burning down a forest while riding in a boat and possibly killing many insects. I honestly don't know any other way to correlate these two characters. Futo and Wriggle. Easy. Give me my points, give me my satisfaction, and we will be on to the next one. Yep. Yeah. One more Jun. And just like that, both correct is winning over both wrong. What a good feeling in my heart. Alright. Next one. My favorite character would have quite the harsh thing to say to them. She would scold them for how they betrayed their clan and abandoned their humanity in order to seek immortality. She would also criticize her, well, rather chaotic nature to say the least. Well, that is quite obviously Futo again. Quite harsh things to say to them. She would scold them for how they betrayed their clan and abandoned their humanity. Betrayed their clan and abandoned their humanity in order to seek immortality. That is definitely Futo. She would criticize her chaotic nature, to say the least. Quite the harsh things to say to them. See, the favorite character here is a few different options. There's a few different options here that my brain goes to. I've narrowed it down to 3. I've narrowed it down to 3. I think it's Kasen. Kasen Futo. That's my guess. Actually, no, we'll go with that. We're locking in. We're locking in. We're locking in. It might be Aiki now, but I'm locking in. It's Aiki and Futo. I realized as soon as I said it, what character is known specifically for criticizing people? Fucking Aiki. But it was too late. It was too late. I locked in. I couldn't change my answer. I would have been cheating. When I lock in my answer, chat, I look at you. So I don't look at chat until my answer's locked in. And once I do that, I will not change my my answer. So if I see something in chat and I'm like, oh wait, that makes more sense, it's too late. I've already lost. I saw Aiki as soon as I locked in. I was like, wait, fuck. It was too late for that. So I will hold that L. But I forgot about Aiki completely up until that moment. She wasn't one of the 3 I was thinking of either. That's the crazy thing. What the hell am I listening to? Ridiculous. No. Yes. The single piano hit. Next one we got here. She would be very surprised to see how similar looking and relatable the other one is to her. They would then argue about whose master is the worst Lunarian. What? Is that Racing and Racing? You telling me that some human being actually has Racing up there at number 1 and 2? Racing and Racing, yeah. How? That's... I'm assuming when you say how, you mean how is Racing somebody's favorite character? In which case, I agree with you. I have no idea how that character could be someone's favorite. That character's a plot device. Man, I can't believe they showed Racing off. And someone's like, hey, check out the Moon Rabbits. It's like, whoa, they're cool. And then they were like, hey, here's Salen, Ringo, and Racing. Obviously, Racing came first. But all the Moon Rabbits they showed after Racing, just like... Holy shit, man, they could not compare. What do you mean, meanwhile, streamer? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Meanwhile, streamer. Alright, next one, chat. My favorite character probably wouldn't want her attending any of her concerts. The insanity that could go on with her around would definitely tick her off. That's a clown. There's a clown in there. But, concert. Attending any of her concerts. There are a few different characters who run concerts here. The insanity that could go on with her around would definitely tick her off. I'm gonna say Mystia and Clown Piece. But it could be Kyoko, it could be Raiko, it could be any of the Prism Rivers, but I'm going with Mystia and Clown Piece. Let's wait for the answer. It's Lyrica and Clown Piece. See that number 1 could have been like 5 different characters. So that was a gamble. Lyrica will be the most annoyed. Well, actually, I think Lunas would be the most annoyed. But Merlin would probably get into it. Raiko, I have no idea. But with like Mystia and Kyoko probably wouldn't even notice it because she's on vocals, but Mystia would probably notice it and then be like, uh-oh. Alright. Next one. Coming up on the next one. Pay attention, please. Dude, Touhou Soccer OST is just the right amount of crust to make it sound so good. Alright. My favorite character would be interviewed by my second favorite character. And then they try to answer the questions honestly despite struggling to know what my second favorite character is talking about. They would also expose way too much information accidentally to my second favorite character. So that's probably Aya at number 2. Would be interviewed and they try to answer honestly despite struggling to know what my second favorite character is talking about. Honestly despite struggling to know what they're talking about. I'm locking in. Chirno Aya. Chirno Aya. Chirno Aya. Chirno Aya. Chirno Aya. Chirno Aya. Utsuho and Aya. Damn it. The upside down 9. I got Aya right. I went with Chirno because Chirno Aya art I see a lot of. There's a lot of Chirno Aya related art, so I figure people will actually like those characters together. So that was one of those situations where you gotta base it on your streamer opinion. Oh, whoops. This one. Alright. Here comes the next one. Here we go. Chirno has no info. Maybe you should reread the prompt then. The favorite character might try to spook them, but when it ultimately doesn't work, my favorite would get sad. They would probably try to make my favorite feel better and be enlivened to talk to them as they escort my favorite to safety. Well, that's Kogasa. They would probably try to make my favorite feel better, and they'd be enlivened to talk to them as they escort my favorite to safety. To safety. One of them's Kogasa. Escort them to safety. See, that makes me think it's the situation they'd be in. I think it's Moko. Kogasa Moko. That's what I'm locking in. I'm locking in. Because it had to be in a position, yeah, it had to be in a place where the character has to like be somewhere where they want to be taken out, like because the bamboo forest is one of those places that Moko helps people like leave. And Moko would be the character, not Kagero. Kagero I would expect could like jump, but Moko's a very stoic character in that situation. But she would try to make Kogasa feel a bit better about it. All right. One more for the correct Jun. Alright. Next one. Next one. I just accidentally hit the copy button. Okay, I got it. This might be my favorite, this is one of my favorite, Zun's Music Collection songs. Torifune is like my favorite, or Trojan Green Asteroid I should call it. Trojan Green Asteroid is my favorite Zun Music Collection album. It has my favorite originals. This one's like the first one on the album, and it sounds kind of like a cool menu theme to me. I like it a lot. Alright. I like the story of Trojan Green Asteroid a lot as well, but I love the original music to it as well. Also, Trojan Green Asteroid is how I learned about those gravitational, like, points. The language points. The 5 language points between, like, the Earth, the Sun, and the Moon. That's how I learned about those. Those were neat. I don't know much about space, but I learned something, a cool space fact from that one. Alright, next one. My favorite character would invite my second favorite to a pleasant outing. My favorite normally does outings with my second favorite instead of inviting them to their home because my second favorite has tried eating out of my favorite's garden and would promptly be demolished for it. Okay. My favorite would invite my second favorite to a pleasant outing. My favorite normally does outings with my second favorite instead of inviting them to their home because my favorite would has tried eating out of my favorite's garden and would promptly be demolished for it. Has tried. So this means this has happened in canon in somebody's garden. They invite them for a pleasant outing, but they don't invite them over to their home because one time they tried to eat out of their garden and was demolished for it. So they get along, but circumstances are strange. Who has a garden in Gensokyo? Who has a garden that is done and used in Gensokyo? Technically the SDM's got its garden, but I don't think anyone's ever eaten out of it because they don't grow food, they grow plants. Yuka, the Garden of the Sun is the Garden of the Sun, but well, that's sunflowers. You don't eat those. Who else has a garden? I don't think Hakugokuro has a garden. I don't think Aite has a garden either. Minariko's got a farm, probably. Potentially. Moria Shrine doesn't. Rainbow doesn't. Who's got a garden? Yodam Temple? No. 10 Desires? No. DDC? No. 15? No. 16? No. 17? No. 18? No. I have no idea. I can't think of a single incident where somebody has tried to eat something out of someone else's garden. Has tried eating out of my favorite's garden. Like, the writing here suggests this has happened in canon, but I have no idea. A pleasant outing. they never invite them home because they try to eat out of their garden. What? Who eats plants? Who eats plants? This is impossible. This one is impossible. I am going to guess, based on limited informations, Yuka Wriggle. That's all I got. Yuka Wriggle. The answer was Yuka and Yuyuko. Wait a minute. Yuyuko has eaten something out of Yuyuko's wait, what? Reverse what I just said. Well, I got the first one right. So there's that. I was right about Yuka. But I was not right. What are you doing there, Jun? Wait. What are you doing there, Jun? You're supposed to go here. There you go. Has that happened? What? Has Yuyuko done that? Yuyuko's not playable in POFV. So they wouldn't have interacted unless Yomu said it to her for some reason. Or there was an ending. I have no idea. But the writing seems to imply that this has happened before, which is like, I don't even know how to explain that. Oh. Alright. A, back, load in, lock on. Yuka wouldn't get demolished. Well, I mean, when you're talking about Yuka would demolish like anyone. That's kind of her whole thing. Where she makes you go, plop. Oh, next one. My favorite would probably think they are an easy target, considering they spend most of their time in one place and not paying full attention to the surroundings. However, my favorite would probably end up worse for wear, given that my second favorite has training that would probably kick in when startled. My favorite would probably think they're an easy target, considering that they spend most of their time in one place and not paying attention to their surroundings. My favorite would probably end up worse for wear, given that my second favorite has training that would probably kick in when startled. I think this is Kaguya and Raisin. I'm gonna assume that. Kaguya and Raisin. Raisin has training, but she's, you know, she's a deserter. It's Kogasa and Mailing. Favorite would think they're an easy oh! Easy target means they're referring to the second person, not themselves. Oh, that's... okay. I misunderstood the prompt. That threw my line of thinking the complete wrong way. It makes sense, though, when I read it like that. Training that would probably kick in, quite literally, if she was startled. I was thinking Kaguya thinks herself as an easy target for the Lunarians to bring her back because of where she lives. And Raisin is, she's an ex-Moon Rabbit soldier, so she does have training that she can rely on when backed into a corner. That was my thought process. Unfortunately, because I misunderstood the first sentence, the entire train of logic was just incorrect, like right from the start. That is what you'd call a certified shame, but it's my own fault for misinterpreting it. Okay. Alright. Next one. It's a big one. It's a big one! Their interaction is curious. My second favorite outlives my favorite by a lot. She likes telling histories to my favorite, who is quite young and is always giving advice about life. While my favorite doesn't quite understand it, she tries her best, as my favorite is interested on her history, and of course always curious about my second favorite's long lifespan. My favorite wonders if she can also live a lot and become more powerful. It's a good thing that my favorite can interact with someone who was in a similar position to where she is now. Oh. We gotta think about this one. Second favorite outlives my favorite by a lot. She likes telling histories to my favorite, who is quite young. Second favorite outlives them by a lot. Second favorite is quite young. Is always giving advice about life, while my favorite doesn't quite understand it. She tries her best, as my favorite is interested in her history. And of course, always curious about my second favorite's long lifespan. My favorite wonders if she can also live a lot and become more powerful. It's a good thing that my favorite can interact with someone who was in a similar position to where she is now. So the second favorite is the older character, and the one who likes talking about history. The favorite is the younger character, and wonders if they can live a lot and become more powerful. The second favorite is in a position, was once in a position where the favorite is currently at. So I don't think this is about immortality. This isn't about immortality. Also live a lot and become more powerful. Live a lot and become more powerful. Is this... Wait, is this Ron and Chen? I think this is Chen and Ron. I'm gonna go with Chen and Ron. That's my answer. Chen and Ron. Long life and powerful. Those go hand in hand with Kitsune's lifespan. Medicine and Kaguya. Oh, Jesus. Another medicine, huh? Okay. No, it makes sense. Reading it back, it makes sense. Okay. That's pretty wild. It's a wild duo for sure. But when you read it back after knowing that, there's some sense to be made from it. Get that out of here. Get that out of here. Both wrong though. Streamer, watch out. She's catching up. Wormline 2 is catching up. Okay. Next one is coming up right now. Here we are. My favorite character alone most likely wouldn't be able to beat my second favorite character, but could probably stalemate the fight long enough to force a draw. While not expressly friendly or hostile to each other, they would likely find each other interesting due to each other's somewhat similar ability/condition. They wouldn't be able to beat them, but they could stalemate the fight long enough to force a draw. They're not friendly or hostile to each other, necessarily. They would likely find each other interesting due to each other's somewhat similar ability/condition. Similar ability. Could not fight them to a victory, but could force them into a draw. It's not a relationship that's friendly nor hostile, so that rules out Kaguya and Moko, obviously. Interesting due to each other's somewhat similar condition / ability. Condition, huh? Condition. That's the interesting choice of word there. Ability is ability, but condition can refer to their physical health. When you think of physical health, I think of characters like Patchy. A character like Patchy has poor condition. It might be Patchy and Alice. I'm gonna go with Patchy and Alice. That's my final answer. Patchy and Alice. Sakuya and Moko. Oh! Oh, I see, I see. Similar ability, not necessarily, but also condition. Yes, they are both humans. But so it did involve immortality, but not two immortals. She'd never be able to beat her, but she could force a stalemate, which is, yeah. Okay. I got it. I got it. I got it. They're both similar in the sense that they're humans that were shunned by other humans. So there's that. No, there's definitely something there. But I thought Patchy and Alice because of condition, meaning like their actual like physical ability. But at the same time, their opinion of each other isn't very high. But that's only really expressed in Strange Creators, where they have very snarky comments for each other about their method of magic. Patchy does not respect Alice's method of magic, according to Patchy herself. It's kind of funny, actually. What the hell? Alright. Next one. My favorite character would irritate my second favorite character with their music and would either need to bribe them with food or money or receive a beating. Wait a minute. Food or money or receive a beating? Yeah, I think that's Reimu. My favorite character would irritate my second favorite character with their music and would either need to bribe them with food or money or receive a beating. Who would irritate them with their music? Someone who's loud, obviously. Who's loud? Who's a loud character? I'm going with Kyoko again. Kyoko Reimu. That's my final answer. I'm going with Kyoko. Because Kyoko is definitely the worst offender for loud. Mistia and Reimu, it's always fucking Mistia, dude. It's always fucking Mistia. It's never Kyoko. What is this? I got one of them right. Reimu was the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a wobbly jun you got there, buddy. I want to patch her up. Alright. Get that out of here. Strike! Send me the next one. Ugh. I don't even know what number we're on at this point. Okay. Knowing Yukari is described as someone who is unpleasant to be with and likes mocking and teasing others. She most likely would have pretty turbulent interactions with who is well known to be considered rude. Message Twitch mods. What? Why did that copy? What? That wasn't supposed to be there. This one missed the prompt. Then why are we including it? They happen to see each other frequently. Perhaps they could agree on the fact that they both kind of dislike hard work. I'm not even sure how to read this. Oh. Alright, well. That one spoiled the characters. Oh, I see now. I grabbed it before you edited it. That's why. So that was supposed to be a blank line. But it's Yukari. So one of them is Yukari. Well, that is a shame. Yukari is described as someone who's unpleasant to be like locks, and is likely to predetermine interactions with blank, who's well known to be considered rude. If they happen to see each other frequently, perhaps they could agree on the fact they both kind of dislike hard work. Someone who is well known to be considered rude. Who is certified asshole? Who's rude? Who dislikes hard work and is rude about it? I can't think of any rude slackers. I'm gonna say Seija because I don't know. Yukari Seija, so obviously one of them is correct. Unfortunately, I couldn't do much about that. Let's go with Seija. Well known to be considered rude and a slacker. Pop. Stage 1, 10 Desires. Great stage theme. Not a great stage to play over and over. Is Daze? Oh my god. It was Yukari and Marissa. Funny enough, those two characters really don't interact very much at all, huh? Despite Marissa's role as, like, player character number 2. Yukari really does not pay her any real mind. Well, this is a bit of a... It's a fake Jun, alright? Shit. It's a fake one. 35. What? Alright, that's fine. Not an earned Jun. Not earned. A faker. Okay, next one. God damn it. Okay. Here comes the next one. Control A, backspace, Control V. Alright. They would most likely act as co-workers and not friends. My favorite character might be bothered with the second favorite character being in their business. They both live in the same area, yet so the second favorite one is seen all around. Well, that's definitely Aya. Not being in... Might be bothered with the second favorite character being in their business. They both live in the same area, yet so the second favorite one is seen all around. Is that Momiji and Aya? I think that's Momiji and Aya. It wouldn't be Hatate. I think it's Momiji and Aya. Because they're co-workers. It's Nitori and Aya. Oh. Nitori and Aya. Alright, well, that one still works, but the way this is written, it's hard to believe it's not Nitori, or it's not Momiji. They would act as co-workers and not friends. Well, the White Wolf Tengu and the Crow Tengu are co-workers, right? Favorite might be bothered with the second favorite being in their business. Yeah, that could apply for Momiji as well. They both live in the same area against Sokyo, yet the second favorite one is seen all around. Yeah? Well, Nitori is... See, Nitori is not limited to the mountain like Momiji is. So I guess that's really what got me, is that last line. But Aya was correct. Aya number 2 was correct. Put her in line. Put her in. Get her going. Ba. Ba. Bowie. Alright. Next one. My favorite character would probably get along well with her if they somehow met, because she doesn't take care of sheep. Though the food might not be to her liking because she prefers meat. My favorite character would probably get along well with her if they somehow met, because she doesn't take care of sheep. Though the food might not be to her liking because she'd prefer meat. They get along well if they somehow met, because she doesn't take care of sheep. Though the food might not be to her liking because she prefers meat. You know what's interesting about this one? The way this words it leads me to believe that it's related to agriculture and farms in general, but not livestock. And the fact that it specifies that they would prefer meat also means that, yeah, that goes more into the agriculture as well. So it's a character who would run that kind of situation. But who is the second one? Food might not be to her liking because she prefer meat. I think the answer here is Minariko for number 1. But the second one... The second one, I think, is Rumia. I don't think it's Yuma, because I don't think Yuma would get along well with her, because Yuma's a scary lady. But Rumia is Rumia. So I'm going with Minariko and Rumia. That's my answer. That's my answer. Kagero and Minariko. Kagero and Minariko. I have Minariko in the wrong spot. Though the food might not be to her liking because she preferred meat. Is Kagero omnivorous? I actually don't know this. She's a wolf, I know, but is she carnivore or is she omnivorous? Wolves kill sheep on farms. See, I was just thinking purely based on livestock means. Like Rumia, you know, Rumia cabbage. Come on, Rumia cabbage. Like when you see that image, I assume Rumia doesn't really like vegetables based solely on this one image that exists on the internet. But I also didn't think it'd be Yuma, because Yuma would not get along well with Minariko, because Minariko wouldn't be able to handle her at all. Alright. So unfortunately I got those both wrong because I had Minariko in the wrong spot. I misread the first line. So I thought Minariko was number 1 there. What a shame. What a shame. Alright. How many more we got? Let's see. We're at 60 now or something? 60 out of 300? Oh, Jesus. What a number. $56. We're at 56. Oh. Okay, next one. Message Twitch mods again. Why does that keep... I don't know why that one keeps popping up. Alright. My favorite would probably treat my second to tea after randomly finding her wandering about and potentially might take an interest in studying her to further her research. Alice in Medicine. Alice in Medicine. Nope. Nope. That's fine. Alice and Koishi. Koishi? What would studying Koishi do for her research? Huh? Medicine makes sense to me. Because medicine is exactly what Alice is setting out to try and like create. Dude, what is Koishi doing? What is Koishi doing? She's just showing up in places. She shows up in people's favorites lists as often as she just shows up randomly in actual, like, lore. I really thought I had that. Alice was such a good guess, and medicine made the most sense. I cannot fathom Koishi, though. I don't know what Koishi would stand to help that with. Where am I? They have appeared together in one game. My favorite character made my second favorite a maid for them, only to be released sometime after. They have never interacted since. Oh, wow, okay. This one is deep-rooted in lore, which means it's probably a fighting game. They've appeared together in one game. My favorite character made my second favorite a maid for them, only to be released sometime after. They have never interacted since. Oh god, how well do you know your obscure ending trivia? They appeared in one game together. One was made to be a maid for them and was released sometime after, and they were never interacted since. Who has maids? Who has maids? Shinky has maids. Shinky didn't have anyone be a maid. Ramilia has maids. That's... end quote right there. Did Ramilia make somebody be a maid for one interaction and then never speak with them again? Or was it Sakuya? They appeared in one game together. I'm just running through my head. I'm just running through my head. I have no idea. This is some trivia that I do not have the answer to. So I'm just gonna guess. I'm just gonna guess. One game together. Made them a maid. I don't know. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. You got me. I'm gonna go with Sakuya and Kaguya. It's definitely not either of those, but I have no idea. Mima and Alice. Oh my god. See, yep. Yep. That must be some ending dialogue or something, huh? It's a Mystic Square ending. Oh my god. Yeah, I wasn't gonna get that. I was not gonna get that. Mima just disappeared. Why did Mima need a maid anyway? Oh no. The second row of Jun is complete. Alright, next one. Bonk, bonk, bonky. Okay. Alright, next one. My favorite character would try to convince them to buy their products by saying they would be able to improve the Hakurei Shrine. They might also ask them to help guard their stall at the next festival. Well, that's... Guard their stall. Well, that's Notori and Reimu, right? That's Notori and Reimu? I'm going with Notori and Reimu. It could be on at this point as well. It is on. See, the specifications to Hakude Shrine seem so obvious, but then as soon as I said it, I remembered. There's more than one character interested in the benefit of the Hakude Shrine, and that would be On. And that would be the easy character to trick in that regard. So, god damn it, is all I have to say. Another one of those situations where I just wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for it. I got curveballed by the English language. Alright. What's next? What's next? On gets an allowance because she sells charms for the shrine. And they would not pay her. She's a good kid. Oh, whoops. Yeah. Yeah, I missed 2 words on this, so it's gonna look weird. There's a G and an I. I don't think they would have much to say or do. However, they may compare their similar relations to younger figures that associate with them. They'd find common ground in complaining about hyperactive behavior and perhaps pranking. Younger figures that associate with them. They'd find common ground in complaining about hyperactive behavior and perhaps pranking. Younger figures that associate with them. Complain about their hyperactive behavior and perhaps pranking. I feel like Sakuya is involved in this, but I don't know who the other one would be. Younger figures. Similar relations to younger figures that associate with them. They find common ground in complaining about hyperactive behavior and perhaps pranking. So that's definitely like, it's gotta be related to the fairies. What do the fairies hang out with on the regular? The fairies like Marissa. Marissa's often seen as with the fairies. I think Sakuya is a Flandre. I think I'm gonna go with Marissa and Sakuya here. That's what I'm gonna go with. Marissa and Sakuya. The pranking bit makes me think it's related to fairies, like primarily. It's Raisin and Ron. Well, Tay is older than Raisin. Tay is significantly older than Raisin. Tay is unbelievably older than Raisin. So, I trusted the words. I trusted the words! And I assumed that it couldn't be Raisin. Well, egg on my face. But Ron makes sense. Ron does make sense. I was thinking Flandre and fairies. But yeah, Raisin would come to mind, but the specification of younger figures. Unless you're specifying figures as in like their physical figure. In which case, yeah, that's fine. That makes sense. She does look younger because she looks small. But Tay is one of the oldest characters in the series. So, you know, she's not younger. There's even a joke of that in Inaba the Moon, Inaba the Earth, where Tay asks Raisin for New Year's money, and then Raisin's gonna give it to her, and then she's like, hey, wait a minute, you're older than me, so you should be giving me money. And then Tay immediately gets mad at her and just tells her to get over it, and like, you know, she's just like, whatever, get over that. She gets mad at Raisin for figuring it out. Alright, next one. Coming up! Chat, let's get to 69. Let's do it, and then we'll break. While not being the exact same species, I could see them getting along due to being the same category of yokai. My favorite characters once had a phase during an incident where she would go to scare humans, which is something that the other character enjoys, so I can see them teaming up during that incident. Once had a phase during an incident where she would go around scare humans, something the other character enjoys. Not exactly the same species, I can see them getting along, being the same category of yokai. Same category, huh? One likes going up and scaring others, so that leads me to believe Kogasa's involved, which means the category involved is Tsukumogami. One had a phase during an incident where she would go around and scare humans. So that would mean during an incident when a Tsukumogami was given life. Unless category doesn't refer to Tsukumogami and it refers to classic yokai. I think this is actually Banki and Kogasa. I think this is Banki and Kogasa. I'm gonna lock in. I'm locking in. I'm locking in. Assuming it's not Tsukumogami. It's Kokoro and Kogasa, so it was Tsukumogami's. That was the common link. It was the common link was Tsukumogami after all. Damn it. I thought same category could be referring to like old school yokai, like classic yokai. And the only incident I could think of that made them run rampant was the Miracle Mallet incident. But Kokoro makes sense. Kokoro makes sense. I got Kogasa right though. Kogasa's a pretty easy one to pick out because of her whole MO. 3, 6, 9, wait. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. There's 11 Juns here. Uh-oh. Hold on. No. No. Got a window washer. There we go. Jun removed. There we go. Wipe her off. Alright. Next one. A back V. Okay. They are religious rivals, but they seem to get along well enough outside of Hopeless Masquerade. They don't interact all that often in both canon and fanon. Well, that's probably Futo and Ichiden, right? They're rivals, but they get along well enough. But Byakuren and Miko don't really get along. But Futo and Ichiden don't really get along either. They don't interact all that often in both canon and fanon. So, I think it's Futo and Ichiden. I think it's Futo and Ichiden. I have no idea who this could be, though, because they're in the games. Reimu and Miko. Oh, God. Reimu and Miko. Oh. That makes sense. I forgot that Reimu represents Shinto in the whole religious art. It's not just about Taoism and Buddhism. Forgot that Shinto is involved in there. Reimu and Miko is not a combination you see very often at all, because Reimu does get involved with the Myodan Temple a lot because she, you know, they tend to do things to take away her followers. But Miko's just like, Miko's whole thing doesn't really like ever seem to involve Reimu in the slightest. I was thinking purely Byakuren's group versus Miko's group though. Where are we? Okay. Okay. Hold on. Just realized I let that entire song play with the fighting game, which means this part's gonna get muted in the VOD. Sorry for that, but that's just the way the world works. Chad! Alright. Okay. Would happily exchange tips and tricks about proper plant care for about 15 minutes. After which, it'll end up in a Mexican standoff. They don't even hate for their personality, yet they also know they have the reason to blow each other up, likely destroying half against Tokyo and sheer collateral. Okay. Happily exchange tips and tricks about proper plant care for about 15 minutes, after which it would end up in a Mexican standoff. So obviously one of these is Yuka. They don't even hate her for her personality, yet they also know they have all the reason to blow each other up, likely destroying half against Tokyo and sheer collateral. So one of them is Yuka. But who's the second one? Who would immediately start a fight with her and then blow everything the fuck up? They don't hate her for her personality, yet they also know they have all the reason to blow each other up, likely destroying half against Tokyo. They have a reason for blowing each other up. Who would exchange tips and tricks? So that assumes whoever this other person is also interested in plant care, right? And then they would immediately go and blow each other up. They don't even hate her for her personality, yet they also know they have all the reason to blow her up. What do you mean the reason? What is the reason for wanting to blow her up? That's the... What? That's the part I'm trying to figure out. I think it might just be Yuka and Tenchi. I might be overcomplicating it, so I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with Yuka and Tenchi. Thank you, Little Big Trouble, for giving me the sub. Toyohime and Yuka. What?! Why? What? Why would they have to blow each other up? Huh? Alright, well, I got Yuka in the wrong spot. Can't say I was ever gonna guess Toyohime. What the fuck? Alright. Whatever. Whatever. I smell that outside air. Alright, give me the next one. Alright, we're approaching the 3-hour mark. We're approaching... Actually, what number are we on? What number are we on? We're on 60 now, right? This is 63. Alright, couple more, chat. Couple more. Hang in there. If you took a shot in the dark, you might find out my favorite character who would probably converse with their full 4-syllable catchphrase. My hot-headed second favorite would borrow a page from this, and it would also end their sentence with a signature 1 or 2 syllables. So Nanoka! Okay. Who's the second one? With a signature 1 or 2 syllables. It's probably Marissa. It's probably Rumi and Marissa. But this doesn't really explain their interaction with each other. Year days. Yeah, Rumia and Marissa. Rumia and Marissa, yep. Wasn't quite what the prompt had in mind, though. Alright, year days. Next. So, no. My favorite character would probably consider them noisy and a nuisance at first, their cheerful, energetic attitude being a bit much to take in. Although they're still a rather kind person at heart, despite having lived a long, non-desirable life, and wouldn't mind some nice company now and then. That's Moko. Moko's number 2 there. No, Moko's number 1. Moko's number 1. The noisy and a nuisance, but their cheerful, energetic attitude being a bit too much to take in. I'm going with Chirno. Hot and cold. Moko Chirno. Moko Chirno. Moko Chirno. Moko Chirno. Better not be fucking Misty again. If it's Kyoko this time, I'm gonna scream. I'm going Moko Chirno. Moko Kyoko! God damn it! The one time! The one time, dude. The one time. I said Kyoko like 3 times and it was Mistia. And the one time I back off, the one time I back off, it's fucking Kyoko. Alright. The Chromatic Lotus Butterfly is very good. One of the best. Alright. Next one. My favorite character would definitely be guilty of stealing pretty often. But they couldn't get in trouble for it because they would return it whenever it was because they grew bored of it being before my... Whether it was because they grew bored of it before my second favorite character could notice them. In a casual setting, they would have either the most thought-provoking or most mindless conversations imaginable, but they would also be willing to listen to reason, even if they don't really understand. My favorite would be definitely be guilty of stealing pretty often, but they couldn't get in trouble for it because they would return whatever it was because they grew bored of it before my second favorite character could notice them. In a casual setting, they could be either the most thought-provoking, most mindless conversations imaginable, but that would be also be willing to listen, even if they don't really understand. I'm gonna assume Marissa and Patchouli, but at the same time, Marissa doesn't return things, but I don't know who else steals. It could be Koichi, but I'm locking in Marissa Patchy. Maybe Marissa returns books. Koichi and Renosuke. You know what? That makes sense. Because the bit at the end, there's nothing more sleep-inducing than reading Renosuke talk in Cola. I'm telling you, that was my first written work, and I actually almost fell asleep for a few chapters because it's literally just Renosuke babbling on about who the fuck knows what. Like, I got shrimp fried brain from his conversations. So I would never recommend Cola as somebody's first book written work for Touhou. I cannot recommend it as somebody's first. It might actually put you to sleep. It might actually put you to sleep. Alright. Oh, hold on. Oh my god. Thank you. My favorite character would try and convince her to do some pranks on the other residents, and my favorite character's own master as well. That's Tay and Raisin. That's Tay and Raisin. Tay and Raisin. Tay and Raisin. Tay and Raisin. Other residents means they live together. Chen and Kwakuma? What? Oh, come on, man. You can't do this to me. Chen and Kwakuma. My favorite character would try and convince her to do some pranks on the other residents. So, yes. Wait, that still works. But my favorite character's own master as well. Okay. Would Chen really be the shithead to doing that, though? Would Chen be the one to do that? Would Chen be the one to do that? Well, I was way off base. I thought it was Tay and Raisin for sure. Tay would easily make Raisin try to take the fall for something. Oh, we got an uneven. Alright, roll me the next. Bum 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 bum. What's next, me lads, me lord, me boys? Whatever this is going away. Nope. Nope. That's fine. My favorite character would try to get some money out of them, but they don't really have a need for money outside of occasional visits to the human village. Outside of that, perhaps the two could work together to pull a prank on a certain ex-Lunarian princess. huh? Is that Teimoko? I think that's Teimoko. Actually, well, Mokote. Mokote, because that would be the kind of character that Moko would extort. And the one that could also work together to mess with Kaguya. Jun and Moko? What? That's not me. That's not me. First Jun of the stream, though. Jun appearance. My favorite character would try to get some money out of them, but they don't really have a need for money outside of occasional visits to the human village. Yeah, I guess that's Jun. Outside of that, perhaps two could work together to pull a prank on what? But Jun wouldn't pull a prank on Kaguya. Unless a prank is a foreclosure notice. That's a pretty funny prank. Well, I got the order wrong, unfortunately, even if I got one of them right. So that's a no-no. When I think prank, I don't think of Jun. Jun's prank is like Mr. Shakedown, you know? Where she grabs you and shakes you down and you just money everywhere. And she giggles about it. It's not a prank, bro. Not a prank at all. Alright. Next one. My favorite character would get lost somewhere trying to run an errand due to her simplicity. Then my second favorite character would investigate and see that she does not recognize my favorite character. This encounter is likely to end peacefully, and my favorite character might even get help from the second. But if a fight were to break out due to a misunderstanding, it would be extremely, extremely hot. Like the temperature, right? You mean like the temperature, right? My favorite character would get lost somewhere trying to run an errand due to her simplicities. That's Oku. My second favorite would investigate and see that she did not recognize my favorite character. This encounter likely is end peacefully, and my favorite character might even get help from the second. But if a fight were to break out, it's Oku and Moku. Oku and Moku. Oku Moku. That's what it is. Oku Moku. It's Utsuho and Moko. Yep, Oku Moku. All right. Lost due to her simplicity. Yep, that's definitely Oku. And helping her out, not recognizing her, and the heat comment. The heat comment is what really gets it. Man, remember when I was correct? I remember when I was correct. Those were the days. This one's really short. What? Oh, I undoed. My bad. She gets along with her sister, however, she can get snarky. Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? She gets along with her sister, however, she can get snarky. There are two characters. There's 4 characters this could be. Well, technically 2 if I pick the right pair. This is either Jun and Xion or Remilia and Flandre. And based solely on my own opinions, the answer here is from canon interactions and my own personal Jun-related biases, I'm going with Xion, Jun and Xion. Jun and Xion, because Jun is the one who gets snarky with Xion. So it's gotta be in that order. Jun and Xion. Has to be. If it's not, then it's Flan and Remilia, but I don't think it is. It's Flan and Remilia. Son of a bitch! I guess it makes sense, doesn't it? Not like anyone actually likes the Yorigami sisters.
Not anyone likes them. It's all just wrong.
But as far as canon interaction with each other goes, Jun and Xion have actually had their back and forth. But Flandre and Remilia, despite being sisters, I don't think they've ever actually talked to each other in canon before once. So that happened. Alright. Next one! Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. That was 69. That was number 69. All right, let's do one more then. Last one. Last one. Last one. One more, because I've already got it set up anyway, so let's just do one more. Here comes the last one. Number 16. Good God. It's alright. No, we'll do one more because I'm already here. Give me the next one. Give me the last one, the final one. We can't end on a loss. We can't end on a loss. The streamer has to win. Streamer has to win. So streamer's gonna win right now. Oh, I missed it. Oh, I didn't miss a T. They missed a T. They both like doing silly stuff. First one tries to be careful, but sometimes, due to the help of the second one, stands on the front line. She doesn't like this happening, despite the fact that they're ideas of the second. These are the ideas of the second one. Also, you drank the second one on stream. What? What? Well, I know what the second one is now. They like doing silly stuff. The first one tries to be careful. It's Star and Sunny. It's Star and Sunny. Star Sapphire and Sunny Milk. I'll take my victory, please. It's Luna! Luna and Sunny. Oh my God. It was Luna and Sunny. What do you mean? First one tries to be careful, but sometimes does the help of the second one. Fuck. Yeah, it was Luna. I missed that line. I missed that line. That line gives it away. Because Star's the one who doesn't actually help. She doesn't like this one happening. Despite the fact they're the ideas of the second one. God damn it. God damn it. I got one right. I got number 2 correct. That was Sunny. Consumed. Alright, chat. And that's it. 3 hours. 12 minutes. Almost 3.5 hours. And we have accumulated 20 corrects, 27 incorrects, 6 number 1 corrects, and 13 number 2 corrects. So streamer is doing it. Yeah, remember the ending point. I cannot take on anymore. No, I've closed the thing. Because this was 3 hours. And I am at 71 out of 335. I am like... I'm not even a fourth through these yet. And it's been 3 hours. Oh, don't forget to save. You are correct. You are correct. Alright, progress has been saved. Alright, chat. Thank you for watching. There will be more of this in the future. But that was a lot. That was fun. That was quite fun. It was nice to see different ideas. I got some of them right. I got some of them a little bit wrong. I got some of them extremely wrong. And I got a few of them half correct. It was pretty neat though. I'm happy it turned out well. But there is still so many more I have to do. Oh my God, there's still so many more I have to do. So, this will return next week. Maybe Friday. Maybe on Saturday. This is more of a Saturday thing, but since I'm not streaming on Saturday, maybe I do that. Next Sunday, however, will be another meme stream, so this weekend's gonna be jam-packed with some Touhou stuff. We're gonna have a Touhou weekend. We got more of this, and then we get another meme stream. Big day. Big Touhou related stream day. So thank you for watching. Thank you everybody who showed up. Those of you that don't usually show up at the streams because time zones, who wanted to be a part of this. Obviously thank you to the mods who actually helped me with the sheet, because I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys actually doing that. Thank God it's a very smooth process. I was worried it was going to be a lot more annoying than it actually is, but it's pretty smooth and it goes down easy. Chat can all see the prompt at the same time. I can very easily copy the prompt And then the answers, we can get the answers pretty easily as well. Alright. And also, thank you for anyone who subbed as well over the course of it. I wasn't looking at chat very much, so if any of those happened, I missed them entirely after a certain point. But thank you all the same. There will be more of this in the future. Hope you enjoyed. Look forward to it. This one's going to have a special thumbnail. So, keep an eye on that. I will post this everywhere when I get the chance when it goes up, because this is something that people were interested in. People asked me about the VODs. I can't say the VODs. And fun little factoid chat about the meme stream. That has not received any issues at all, so, leaving it up as a VOD. So, I don't have to delete it for the next one we do. Maybe. So, I think we're okay on that. So, if you want to watch that, it's still up on the... It's still up as a previous broadcast. And I don't plan on deleting it, but I also don't plan on uploading it to YouTube because it's just a waste of resources. And also, it's more problematic on YouTube anyway. Because it's immediately going to get a hit, and it's just like, whatever. So, I'm just going to leave it on Twitch. I will put a link to it at some point somewhere. And you can check it out. But yeah, thanks for watching. Stick around next week. This will return next Saturday. Be ready for it. We will resume where we left off. Until then, see you next time.